on the back. Hold on, y'all. On the back, watch this. Yeah. I see that. You know. Uh, this is a. That was an awkward position. Very awkward position, but hey, I'm here to support my boy SpongeBob SquarePants. You dig? I said like I need a ring light holder. So I can have my ring light here, and also the camera up there. What I'm saying, with it. But it is what it is. So, if you like my reaction, please hit that like button and also subscribe to this channel. I appreciate the support. And without further ado, let us do this.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp.
We're faced with challenges in life all the time, especially these days. It feels like it's basically constant.
And because of that, it
Bob
can
all
be
the way.
overwhelming to learn how to find solutions.
A good therapist can teach you to be a better problem solver and make it easier to accomplish your goals, big or small.
Therapy can be a
Sir.
great way to work through the problems you've been dealing with in your personal and professional life.
It can be great to have someone to talk to help heal emotionally, figure out things like anxiety or depression, or even just unload stress from the week.
It might be scary or intimidating at first, but talking with your therapist can serve as a respite from the outside world, a battery recharge before you're back out there.
If any of that sounds appealing to you, BetterHelp is a great option. It's convenient, affordable, and best of all, totally online.
All you have to do is fill out a quick survey to get matched with a therapist, and you can switch therapists at any time.
When you want to be a better problem solver, therapy can get you there. Visit BetterHelp.com/deathbattle today to get 10% off your first month.
That's betterhelp.com/deathbattle. SpongeBob SquarePants, Nickelodeon's #1 nautical nincompoop.
Aquaman, the thalassic third wheel of the Super Friends. Thalassic means ocean. I looked it up.
The infinite ink-black depths of the seven seas are home to any number of terrifying, awe-inspiring creatures.
They're also home to these two losers. Though when it comes to cartoon characters, there's always
don't
more
call my
hidden
nigga
beneath the
SpongeBob
waves.
loser.
That's right, we're prioritizing the cartoons for maximum Toon Force shenanigans. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Get it?
The year was 1946. The former allies of World War II were engaged in a Cold War between capitalist West and communist East.
The United States changed history forever with the introduction of the atomic bomb, a weapon of unparalleled nuclear devastation.
One of their most popular test spots, the site of 23 separate detonations over the course of 12 years for a total fission yield of 42.2 megatons, was Bikini Atoll in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
The results were ecological devastation, and perhaps something more. Deep beneath the atoll, the fauna began to change. They evolved, becoming sentient, forming language, technology, and society. This Bikini Bottom organized into a monarchy under the god King Neptune. It developed a free market economy and a thriving artistic culture.
Even the simplest underwater creatures became capable of complex thought, including the very
SpongeBob
first multicellular
SquarePants is
organism
fucking
to be
golden.
categorized as part of the animal kingdom, the sea sponge.
And one sponge in particular, the greatest among them, lives in a pineapple under the sea. Oh!
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Oh, I wanted to sing the song.
I don't know about greatest. SpongeBob
Full name is Robert SquarePants? That's crazy. He's 36 years old. 1 ounce Krusty Krab Employee of the Month. Honorary Town Rookie of the Day, lives in a pineapple under the sea. Outlived the Bikini Bottom apocalypse.
may headline one of the most popular children's
Bro,
cartoons
that
of all
episode
time,
right
but
there
he's a
when
total dork.
when he
He's
was
a
singing.
painfully naive man-child whose only ambition in life is to continue his minimum wage job as a fry cook at the Krusty Krab.
Really sounding like a Squidward there, Wiz. And no one wants to be a Squidward. Sponge Robert might not have the flashiest life, but he's happy. And that's what matters, ain't it?
Not in Death Battle, it doesn't. SpongeBob is routinely physically incapable of even the most basic tasks. Almost like anti-Toon Force. He's the biggest wimp in town, like the time he failed to lift a glass of lemonade, or the time a school bully gave him diarrhea, or the time he effortlessly rotated the entire planet. Huh.
Oh, we're in for some shit now, aren't we? Despite being a real sea creature, SpongeBob is more like a kitchen sponge. Absorbent and yellow and porous is he, after all. He can stretch and shapeshift his body any way he likes, duplicate himself through asexual reproduction, and absorb immense amounts of liquid. Wouldn't he always be full, though?
From an entire lagoon to, oh god, enough water to replace the moon?
Oh, and for some
That's
reason
crazy.
he has an insane healing factor.
Powers and abilities: Sponge, physiology, liquid absorption, shape shifting, duplication, regeneration, flight and teleportation, imagination. Fourth wall interaction, goofy goober rock. I'm a goofy goober bear. Toon Force.
He
My
survived
God,
being
man, these
torn in half,
episodes are
vaporized,
iconic,
having
man.
his soul removed from his
I'm a
body, and
goofy
literally
goober
being
bear.
unraveled out of
I'm a goofy
existence.
goober
Okay,
bear.
I think we're good. We can just end the rundown here.
No. I need to see how deep this rabbit hole goes. Perhaps his most mind-bending ability is his control over bubbles. No, stay with me. This is unbelievable. Like a soapy Green Lantern ring, his bubbles can become anything he wishes. From
True.
guided cruise missiles to sentient life and entire bubble societies. That's a pretty similar effect to his magic pencil, which can draw anything he wants into existence and erase it from reality just as easily. The pencil was so powerful, SpongeBob sent it back to the surface where it belonged. But in later seasons, he still just has it for some reason.
And finished. I call him Doodle Whiz. Whiz, he's just like you, but I made him with a pencil.
I'm calling the police.
Oh my God.
Even the mundane becomes godlike in SpongeBob's yellow hands, like his reef blower, which hoovered up the entirety of Earth's oceans in seconds and then exploded on top of SpongeBob all at once.
It's estimated the entire mass of Earth's oceans is about 1.5 quintillion tons. Considering
God
all the water
damn.
refilled the planet in about 1 second, that'd be a kinetic energy of over 6,000 yotatons.
That's enough energy to nuke Jupiter
just
13
insane.
times over. And SpongeBob
Insane.
was completely unharmed.
His hydrodynamics
Now this is his arsenal: hydrodynamic spatula, true. Oh, reliable jellyfishy net, bubble soap and wand, reef blower, karate gear, Krabby Patties, the magic pencil.
spatula isn't just an impromptu bladed weapon, it's also his primary instrument to create the greatest foodstuff Bikini Bottom has ever seen. The Krabby Patty.
A burger so delicious, it's basically magic. Not only is it totally addictive, SpongeBob was romantically attracted to one. It can nullify mind control, heal wounds, and even detonate.
SpongeBob has survived nukes point blank, hugged his best friend Patrick so hard their DNA fused, can ride on the scene transitions, and once cried so hard he flooded Bikini Bottom, even though it's already underwater. Shit, he once grabbed a hold of this mysterious string and unraveled the entire universe. He literally undid the fabric of reality in seconds. What the fuck?
What was that you were saying about
It's just
anti-Toon
insanity,
Force?
man.
I'm sorry. I'm not sure I've ever
Oh
misjudged
yeah,
a
that
character
Sandy
as
episode.
severely
Oh
as
my God.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Nice character arc there, Wiz. Unfortunately for Roberto, the rest of the town only saw the goofy goober on the outside. It took more than one adventure to prove himself to be a real hero. You think he ever banged that squirrel?
He's crushed Plankton's Plan Z one.
His feats: crush Roboplankton's army, flipped a patty so fast it escaped reality, withstood a nuclear pie detonation, stay awake for 43 days straight, ran into the mountain and back. Want to see him do it again? Defeated Plankton, Burger Beard, King Neptune, SpongeBob Steel Pants. My God.
won the Battle of Bikini Bottom against an army of killer robots, and even teamed up with fellow Nickelodeon stars Timmy Turner, Jimmy Neutron, and Danny Phantom to save the Nicktoons multiverse.
His biggest weakness is that he's a giant, suicidally naive idiot.
And depending on the humidity of the atmosphere around him, being out of the water can dehydrate and permanently incapacitate him.
Oh, also seasonal rot. Those first 3 seasons are pure gold, but after that, oh boy. There's this one episode called Squid Baby where Squidward gets brain damaged into a giant baby and shits himself on screen.
What are you talking about?
Oh, right. Trials and tribulations and Hasselhoffs aside, it wasn't until SpongeBob accepted himself for who he was that he was rewarded with the greatest boon of all. Middle management!
So if nautical nonsense be something you wish, then pray to your yellow porous god for mercy, because his whimsical laughter is the last thing you'll ever hear. Aquaman, King of the Seven Seas.
We've covered Arthur Curry on the show before, and he's actually secretly awesome.
That's right, Boomstick. But the version we're dealing with today is from the bargain bin cartoons from the 60s and 70s.
Now, you might assume that means this Aquaman is a total loser, but really, have you watched all those cartoons?
Remember, this is from the era when Superman was sneezing solar systems apart, so get ready.
Art's origin is basically the same.
Curry, member of Super Friends, citizen of Poseidon's. Aqualad mirrors Storm as his allies. It's the byproduct of human fish intercourse. Fucking disgusting.
As the Silver Age comics. Tom Curry was a humble lighthouse keeper who decided one day to fuck a fish.
He did not do that. He procreated with Atlanta, an Atlantean from the underwater city of Poseidonus, and from their union, Arthur Curry was born with magnificent aquatic abilities.
And he's the king of Atlantis, too!
Oh, wait, no. It says here that was introduced in the comics later. Here he's just some guy with magnificent aquatic abilities and a giant mutant seahorse that neighs just like a land horse.
This Aquaman comes from a time when everybody who's anybody had their own secret cave with assorted gadgets. He's got an underwater
Arsenal. Man, this motherfucker had a jet ski. That's crazy. Octopus ink cartridges, heat ray, water pistol, a net, and communication ring.
jet ski, a net, octopus ink, a water pistol, and a portable heat ray to blast right through solid ice. Not exactly mind-blowing, but, you know, I'm sure we're ramping up.
We sure are. Aquaman's hybrid human Atlantean biology grants him superhuman strength and the ability to breathe underwater indefinitely and withstand the crushing depths of the ocean floor.
The pressure at the bottom of the Mariana Trench is 16,000 pounds per square inch. That's like being stepped on by 100 elephants. Which is a lot, I guess.
Aquaman is also an incredible swimmer, able to travel from Florida to Maine in under an hour. That's almost twice the speed of sound. He can create water balls and whirlpools out of thin...
Powers and abilities, super strength, super swimming, aquatic telepathy, water balls, pause, aquatic senses, whirlpool creation, and water absorption.
And fittingly, water-based attacks are completely ineffective against him. And of course, you can't forget his aquatic telepathy.
He can talk to fish, and he can even control people's minds and give them seizures, right?
Oh, actually, that second part is also just from the comics. Cartoon Aquaman can talk to fish, which is awesome. His telepathy can reach several miles, summon hundreds of sea creatures at once, and works on anything from microscopic organisms to alien life, as long as it's aquatic alien life, of course.
But he can still mind control them, right?
Kind of. He can free them from mind control and even influence their emotional state to some degree, but besides that, there have been times when sea creatures have just ignored his commands outright.
Wiz, I'm gonna be straight with you. You haven't said anything remotely mind-blowing yet. Does this Aquaman actually suck?
Hold your seahorses. Aquaman's exploits were so world-renowned, he banded together with Earth's mightiest heroes to form a team capable of defending the planet, nay, the universe, from any threat. The Super Friends.
The Super Friends? They're like the dime store knockoff version of the Justice League.
What? No, you've got heavy hitters like Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman.
Keep going.
Flash, Green Lantern, Apache Chief, Samurai, Black Vulcan, the Wonder Twins, and their pet monkey Gleek.
Wiz, stop. You're embarrassing yourself.
No, wait, his best direct strength feat was when he, moved some trash. About 50 metric tons of it.
The jokes write
Jesus
themselves,
fucking
huh?
Christ.
Fun fact, Aquaman once enrolled in an American college under the name Mr. Waterman. So we're working with a pretty hefty IQ here, huh?
Okay, so he's lame, and
Wow.
arguably completely lame. I was convinced I'd find some crazy, insane Popeye punching out the...
I mean, it's Aquaman trash.
Bruce was Gotham.
the animator feat somewhere, but no! He sucks! He actually sucks! His best feat is literally garbage!
I'll take over from here, Wiz. Aquaman is a bit of a...
Feats defended Atlantis from countless threats, moved 50 metric tons of garbage, lifted a giant boulder said to be faster than a cicada, dodged laser beams, kept up with Kryptona beast Rokan, defeated Black Manta, Neptune, Bassa, and Undyne.
joke, sure, but he's not completely useless. He's dodged laser beams, defeated a living Titanic by luring it into an iceberg, seriously, and beaten this water elemental Undyne, who looks like a gorilla for some reason, by summoning seagulls to pelt her with clamshells. He once even outswam this Kryptonian pterodactyl monster, Rokan, who flew from the edge of the galaxy to Earth in about 15 seconds.
Wait, really? Okay, now we're talking. That'd be over 55 billion times the speed of light. And Aquaman's swimming clearly outmatched that. It doesn't matter if it looks lame.
You get one, buddy.
And hey, he could probably kick your ass, person that's watching at home, so that's something.
Well, not if he's on dry land. If he's out of the water for even 1 hour, he dies. Never mind, person watching at home, just hide for a bit, grab some lunch, and then stomp on his corpse.
But is raw power really what makes someone a hero? Or is it the drive to help others, to be of service, to sacrifice? That's what a hero is to me, and I'd say Aquaman's got as much of that as there are drops of water in the ocean.
He's about to die.
Yeah.
God damn.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by...
God damn.
Mobile.
Let's get it.
Mermaid Man? Wait a second, you're not Mermaid Man.
The name's Aquaman, evildoer.
Evildoer? I'm a hero.
I saved this city. There's only one real hero here, fiend. And he's a super friend.
Ow.
You see, sir, I'm a sea sponge, phylum porifera, and you can't just... How about a little karate?
The karate gear? That's crazy.
It's Aquaman! Of course. He's a sea creature. And as the king of the seas, he's mine to command.
Oh my god.
I wasn't just reaching out to you, Sponge. Let him have it, chums!
That motherfucker can duplicate.
Neptune!
Get a load of this, Sea-Man!
Damn it, it's Need water powers fading. Is there nothing I could do? My man. I see it now. A multiverse of Aquaman. And out of all of them, I'm the lamest fucking one! I'm a ripoff. a joke. I'm no superhero.
People used to say the same kind of things about me. Goofball, wingnut, knucklehead McSpazatron. But every day, I get back up and say 2 words. I'm ready.
May the best hero win.
Right? Ugh. Oi, oi, oi.
What?
Erase this nigga's arm. The other side of the universe.
Side of the universe.
Wow.
I'll prove it to you. I'll be a real superhero.
Oh my god. No goddamn.
Don't cry, Sponge. Let's be super.
What is it with ridiculously OP nautical-themed cartoon
That was
characters
awesome.
on this show, Wiz?
No cap,
This
that was
an
awesome.
incredibly
No
close
bap.
fight. Gotcha! Obviously, Aquaman didn't have a snowball's chance in hell in defeating this little spongy bastich.
Where do we even start? With his bubbles and magic pencils, SpongeBob could basically do anything he wanted. There was no way Aquaman wouldn't get totally overwhelmed, especially with his much more limited arsenal. I can't think of a more lopsided matchup than someone whose main attack is throwing water against a sentient sea sponge.
Aquaman's only potential option was his telepathy, but as we've covered, it's far less powerful than his comic counterpart. There's no reason to believe SpongeBob wouldn't just ignore Arthur's commands.
Even if it was straight up mind control, SpongeBob's Krabby Patties straight up cancel mind control.
And really, nothing Aquaman had could overcome Bob's utterly broken regeneration.
The little yellow dude has survived being completely disintegrated into dust and even erased from reality. All Aquaman can do is punch kind of hard, and even that's basically useless against Bob's squishy body.
Maybe Aquaman could have found a way to dehydrate SpongeBob enough to keep him permanently incapacitated, like when he and Patrick were trapped in Shell City.
But that would require the fight to take place out of the water, which messes Aquaman up way harder than it does SpongeBob. And it also require the fight doesn't instantly end up with SpongeBob karate chopping Aquaman at 10 shit zillion times the speed of light, splattering his atoms against Saturn. Cause, yeah, remember when SpongeBob unraveled the universe? Considering the...
No, I'm sorry, I need to do this one. This is fucking insane. Compared to SpongeBob's size, the string's width is about 192 micrometers. We can use that to find the volume of, say, 1 meter of string, and compare that to the volume of the entire observable universe. Considering it took SpongeBob about 5 seconds, he would have had to be pulling at 8.2 times 10 to the 78th power times faster than light.
That's as many times faster than light as there are atoms in the universe.
This is the fastest calculable speed feat in our show's history. And it belongs to SpongeBob SquarePants.
But do you think he
Out
can
of
take
all
on
people.
comic book Aquaman?
Have you been listening to anything I've been saying?
Good point. Because let's not forget,
Of course I didn't forget.
that string feat also destroyed the entire universe. And stuff like that is actually consistent.
SpongeBob is literally aware of the fourth wall and has rewritten the plot of his own story as he's...
That is crazy. SpongeBob SquarePants positives. Absurdly stronger and faster, absorbs water, attacks, immune to telepathy. Jesus Christ, I'm terrible at that word. Infinite potential with powers, cannot be killed by Arthur, but his negative. He's pretty fucking dumb. For Aquaman, the only positive he has is won the moral victory. And the negative is everything else. God.
living it. Screw the pencil or the bubbles. He can just will whatever he wants into existence from his imagination. He's a god, a yellow, spongy god of death.
And that's why he beats Goku.
At least Arthur finally got to
Jesus
be a
Christ.
real hero. And at the end of the day, that's what matters.
Yeah, sure, whatever, pal. He's dead. Too bad for the King of the Seas. That sure was one sweet victory.
The winner
I
is
see what
SpongeBob
you did there.
SquarePants, our god. Thank you for watching.
Hey man, this is a beautiful, fun death battle, man. Like I enjoyed it because it was just hilarious and things of that nature. So if you like my reaction, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate the support, and I'll see y'all next time.